Well, friends of Barça, today you are welcome to the preview of this big match that is going to take place today, Thursday. Postponed match day. Match day 27, Barça is going to face Osasuna, Barça-Osasuna. A match that has been postponed. Because of that, well, that tragedy that happened with the death of Barça's doctor, Dr. Carlos Viñaro. This match is going to be played today, Thursday, March 27th. And Barça, after the international break, with the Spanish internationals now available. Rafinha and Araujo just arrived yesterday at the last minute. They must play in this match. And they will, of course, have to compete and win it to stay at the top of the table. And also to put some distance in the EA Sport League standings. A classification that to date, Barça is leading with one less game, has 57 points, the same as Real Madrid. But we insist, remember, Barcelona with one fewer match, which will be played tonight, Thursday, between Barcelona and Osasuna. A Barça that arrives in great form with a spectacular winning streak, as I say. If we win, we will be 3 points behind Real Madrid. And honestly, family, I think it's a key day, a day where Barça will obviously have a series of matches that are tremendos with a lot at stake. And in which, ladies and gentlemen, I know perfectly well that there will be very few hours of preparation, but there are no excuses. Flick doesn't want excuses, and only winning the match counts. I'll also add some over here. Of music, of atmosphere. We already put a little bit of atmosphere. Of party. Come on, we give there a little bit of party. There is a little bit of background music. There we have it. Stay tuned as we narrate this match live on Barça today with the best Spanish commentary. Don't miss out on this experience. For the entire Barça community, subscribe to the channel, which already has over 400,000 subscribers, and join our community. Remember, you can follow the match live on YouTube and Kick, on Twitch, and also on Facebook. We will also do part of the live stream on Direct and TikTok, so that people can follow us. People can join our global community. As said, Barça, the leader of the league, wants to increase its lead and its difference with Real Madrid. We are going to review now the precedents between Barcelona and Osasuna. Because we must remember that in that first round match, Barcelona was defeated 4-2 at the Pamplona Stadium. The Osasuna Stadium vibrated that day with an unexpected victory because Barcelona arrived on match day number 8, leading the league. Hansi Flick's Barça had won everything, and that match had quite a few rotations. Let's remember that Barça, that afternoon, that day, played with Iñaki Peña Koundé, Sergi Dominguez, Cubarsí, and Gerard Martín Pedri, Eric Garcia, and Pablo Torre. Ferran Lewandowski and Pau Victor are up front. That day, Barça lost 4-2 against Osasuna, and the truth is that it was a blow. And well, it was the first setback of the season for Hansi Flick's team in the league. Barça had already lost in the Champions against Monaco around that time approximately. I don't remember exactly if it was like that, but I think we lost to Monaco and then against Osasuna in the league. And, well, it didn't mean much practically. A defeat, many rotations. Barça closed the gap with a goal from Pau Victor and another from Lamine Yamal. And in the end, well, we ended up losing. Therefore, this already in the preview of this match warns us to be careful with Osasuna, and of course it also heats us up because we are eager for revenge, very eager for revenge, to try to make amends. And of course, to beat El Guadalveras to Osasuna, although it doesn't matter much since we're not fighting for the same thing in the standings. But I always like to beat all the teams and also El Guadalveras. Unsettled scores with Osasuna. It'll be a complicated match, not easy at all, I'm sure of that. Greetings to all my chat here. To Pilita Malaguita, Diablo, Mixel, Patri, our Ricardo Espinosa, friend Abel, Mixel, Marco Sema, El Dayo, Juan and Juan, Don Acordeone, Mali, Vicen, Eloy, Bicho, Pedro Victor, all my people, friend Torres, and the entire connected chat. Thank you very much for being with us, experiencing this huge preview. We remind you that we are live, bringing you the latest news so that you know everything, so that you don't miss a detail. And also, of course, when the time comes, the lineups of one team and another in real time, when they are official, we will comment on them here, and of course, we will analyze. Once we know the 11 of each team, how does each squad arrive? What is that 11 that is distributed? Or that can be put together. Both the coach of Osasuna and the coach of Barça, Mr. Vicente Moreno or Mr. Hansi Flick, who obviously have a lot at stake. We remember again how the classification is. I remind you that it is a postponed match from round 27. Barça arrives first. And in this case, well, I'm going to put the updated classification, updated to the day that we are. Just a moment. I'll update the classification for better visibility and clarity. Look, the classification is as follows. First division, this is how it is. 60 points for Barça, 60 for Real Madrid. Okay? We are tied on points. Osasuna arrives in 14th place. Okay, 14th place. Osasuna, 33 points. It is close to relegation. Osasuna have a lot at stake and are on a losing streak. In the last 5 matches, Osasuna has 3 draws and 2 losses, coming from a loss, a draw, another loss, and 2 more draws. 5 rounds. Barça has won all 5 of their matches. And look for more, Henry. I'm going to put you here too. The direct confrontations between both teams. Look at this piece of preview. I'm going to put you here today. EA Sports League, look, here we have for the match the last 5 from Barça and the last 5 from Osasuna. Counting the league, eh? Only in league, okay? Only in the league. Osas Micas leads for Barcelona in the league. To go all well by competition, we do it by competition. Football Club Barcelona by competitions. We put league and sport, and Barça in league. What he has done is the following. We come from winning 2-4, which is not bad at all. It's a spectacular score. What a great game that day. Oh my, I got off the boat when we were losing 2-0. I previously mentioned it and clarified it. It wasn't that I didn't believe in my players. I've said this already. I was angry because I dislike Atletico Madrid's style of play, which involves wasting time and playing defensively. And with the 2-0, seeing how well they defended, because they were defending exceptionally well, I saw it as very difficult and said, damn, I'm jumping ship. It's impossible. These people defend like rats. It's recorded there. That's what I said. And the truth is that the best thing that happened was that the second I said that, we kicked off from the center, and Robert Lewandowski scored the goal, the 2-1, and put Barça back in the game. Be careful, because little brother Ricardo Espinosa gives away a subscription on Kick Brothers channel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Kike brother. Thank you so much. As I mentioned, Lewandowski's goal rejuvenated us at the Metropolitano and put Barça back in the match. A game that, well, was tremendous. Julian Alvarez scored, Sorlock made it 2-0 in the 70th minute, and Lewandowski scored a great goal in the 72nd. With a pass from Íñigo Martínez, he controlled it with his chest, turned around and shot across. Impossible for Jan Oblak. Barça was closing the gap in the 72nd minute. And watch out, because 6 minutes later, Ferran Torres scored the 2-2. Crazy, right? Well, they were added 9 minutes and Barça in the 92. Lamine Yamal scored a great goal. It's true that they touch a player, but he scored a great goal to set the comeback, the 2-3. And with the match practically over, Ferran Torres again made it 2-4 with a brace. Barça had a great match leading up to their game against Osasuna. It's important to remember that. That's how Hansi Flick's team arrives. 2-4, 4-0 to Real Sociedad, brutal 0-2 to the Sports Union. Las Palmas, 1-0 to Rayo Vallecano, 1-4 to Sevilla, 1-0 to Deportivo Alavés, 7-1 to Valencia. Look at Barça's streak. 1-1 on Getafe's field. And you have to go back to the month of December of 2024 to see the defeat of Barça, the last defeat of Barça, 1-2 at home that day, also against Atletico de Madrid. So you can see how things are going. the good dynamics of Barça in this league. EASPORT. But if we take into account the Kings Cup and the Champions, Barça, look, here we have 2-4 with Atletico Madrid that we just discussed. 3-1 against Benfica in the Champions. 0-1 in Lisbon. Great victory for Barça in Lisbon with one less player. Let's not forget that. 4-0 against Real and 4-4. In that Montjuic Stadium, in the Kings Cup, a Kings Cup, by the way, which is going to be decided next week on Wednesday at the Metropolitano, 4-4, and only one can remain. For the final, Madrid is in the other elimination round, playing against Real Sociedad with an advantage at the moment. 1-0. Barça and Atletico Madrid will face off next Wednesday. A brutal matchup in the upcoming calendar. Today, Thursday, we have the big match. Barça Osasuna, then Girona at home on Sunday. On Wednesday, we head to the Metropolitano. Spectacular. How is Osasuna doing? Osasuna in the league, EA Sports. They're having a bad streak, quite regular. Vicente Moreno's team, Osasuna, is struggling in the first division. They just lost at home 1-2 against Getafe and tied 3-3 at home against Valencia. And lost 1-0 against Celta de Vigo. Tied 1-1 against Real Madrid and tied 1-1 against Mallorca. And their victory, most recent, well, it's on the 2nd day of February 2025. 2-1 against Real Sociedad at home. Their last victory. Well, we have to look for it. Osasuna doesn't win away from home. Let's go look for it. Since when has Osasuna not won away from home? We have to search a lot. Since October 27th. I mean, they haven't won since match day 11. They haven't won away from home since match day number 11. That they won on the field of Real Sociedad. Be careful, be careful. Notice, he beat Barça 4-2 on match day 8, and on 11, he won 0-2 against Real Sociedad. He hasn't won again since then. Away from home, be careful with Osasuna. Look, here are their matches. We put it on the screen again. And Vicente Moreno's team arrives without Lucas Torre on 3 due to accumulated cards. He's not going to play. Luckily, we're not going to play luckily. Brian Zaragoza, who always turns into Pelé or Maradona because he's injured. And Unai Garcia, it seems like he's going to make it. He is going to make it for the match, okay? He is going to make it for the match. We'll see what happens with Boyomo, who has been with Cameroon, whether he's part of the team or not. The player, the center-back Boyomo, who is rumored for the Premier League, who has also been with the Cameroon national team. At Barça, in principle, there are no suspensions. We have Ter Stegen, Scouse, Christensen, Casado, Mar, Bernal, Kubarser recovered, and Inigo Martinez as well. Also, both are likely to make it for the match. We'll see if Araujo, Lewandowski, Rafinha, and HOT seat are for play or not. Let's see if they play. We'll also see that. Family, well, that's a bit how the teams arrive. Both Barça and the Atletico Osasuna club. And now, well, if you want, we can see the possible lineup for the match. Possible lineup for the match. Attention from Barça. In goal, Chesney is expected. On the right side, Jules Koundé. On the left, a totally fresh Valde. Because he hasn't played in Spain, Inigo Martinez has recovered and is in great shape, according to reports. And he would be accompanied by another fresh player who has been without playing with the national team, which is Eric Garcia. This is the supposed Barca's defense with Kubarski, who comes from discomfort. I don't think he will be part of it. They will save him for Sunday. Therefore, I believe that, ladies and gentlemen, this could be the defending team of Barça. Okay? Tremendous. Everything tremendous. I believe Barcelona's defense is really solid and reliable. Midfield, Gabi. Pedri, Frankie de Jong, who arrived in Barcelona on Monday, has rested quite a bit. Frankie as pivot. With Pedri and Gabi, I like this Barcelona midfield a lot. With a fresh Gabi who hasn't been with Spain and Pedri who has had time to rest. And up front, I like that Fermin is there, also fresh, also fresh. On the left wing, Fermin. On the right, Lamine Yamal, who has already trained with the group and is very prepared. And up front, Ferran Torres. This is the possible Barça team for the match. With fresh players, with players who I believe are very prepared to fulfill their duty and achieve victory against a team that will not make it easy, which is Osasuna. Good job! Adri, thank you very much, friend. Welcome. Thank you very much to everyone. Well, here you have Fermin Gabi. In the 11, with Eric Garcia and Valde, who have not been with the Spanish national team, they have also not played Chelsea with Poland, so we have fresh players in the starting lineup and on the bench. Then Lewandowski, Olmo, Rafinha, Pau, Victor Kubarski, Ford Araujo, Pablo Torre, Gerard Martin, or Ansu Fati, along with Iñaki Peña, would stay. Very good team from Barça. Honestly, I think it's a very good team from Barça. I see it well, and I think with this team, we should always respect the opponent. We shouldn't have problems beating Osasuna, who also put out a good team, a good 11. Take a look. Vicente Moreno's team would come out with Sergio Renan in goal. 3 central defenders would be Catena, Alejandro, Catena, Gerando, and Juan Cruz. On the right, Jesus Arezzo. On the left, Bretones. And inside, double pivot with Moncayola and the good Iker Munoz. Very good footballer. 2 half points would be Aimar Oroz and Ruben Garcia. And up top, the goal man, the man who is the sensation of this year, the man who is saving Osasuna from relegation. Because if it weren't for his goals, Osasuna would be a second division team. Budimir is there, he finishes it. All at the best moment of his career. Look at the data Budimir has. It's crazy. It's crazy. Budimir's season in the league is outrageous. He has 15 goals. Indeed, Patri is third in the Pichichi table after Lewandowski, Mbappe. There's Budimir. Third in the Pichichi, 15 goals and 2 assists. He scored a brace against us in the first leg. The Croatians scored a brace, 1 goal with his head and another from a penalty. Against Budimir. A player to keep in mind and watch in this match. Along with Aimar Oroz, who is also a player that I love. This young lad, very good. Interacts with Spain. He's a 23 years old. See? Aimar Oroz has 4 goals and 1 assist. So very interesting players. Very interesting. Aimar Oroz and Ante Budivin. To watch out for today. So tremendous. Kasaski, welcome little brother. Great Adri, good job. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much. Here we are. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to everyone. Here are the possible starting lineups for the Barcelona versus Osasuna match. I want the chat to tell me, what do you think? What do you think? What do you think? Would you make any changes to Barca's 11? Are you expecting any more players that isn't here yet? Can people give me their opinion? I read you through the chat. We read a bit of the chat to see what you think of this Barca's 11. Let's see. I don't know. There are people who are telling me, hey, why doesn't he play? Ansu will, they see. His Fati. He's not in shape. He's not at the level. In shape, I imagine he's nothing, but he's not at the level of his teammates. He says to look over here. Pedro can't stand Budimir, who brought him to Spain from Mallorca and left to go to Osasuna, which for him was not a better change. Well, look, Pedro. Bicho says that he would give Mila a rest. Patri contributes that she would go out like this. But it's clear that in the second half, she would make changes. Pedro adds that he would like to see Pablo Torre on the Barça team. And Abel comments that it's a good day for Fermin Lopez. I agree. My Kik and YouTube followers, share your thoughts. Let's hear your opinions in the messages. Lola says, good 11, Adri Lewandowski, the second part. I agree. What about me to Rafinha and Araujo? I wouldn't give either of them a minute's rest. Although it's true that Araujo didn't play against Bolivia, but I would give them a little rest because of the long trip they've had. I see that he substitutes Robert for Fermin to put Ferran on the wing. It could be Pablo Torres. He could have a chance. Exactly, it could be. I understand that. Budimir will not be there. Well, he is going to play. Budimir is going to play. Budimir is indeed going to make it. In fact, Budimir just played with Croatia. His match. And he's going to arrive for the match. He's going to arrive. Of course, he's going to arrive. Yes, he arrives. Yes, he arrives. And since we have many people connected to the family, I'd also like to know where in the world you're following us from. What cities are you tuning in from? I'll play some greeting music. Listen to it. There it is. Notice how it sounds. The round of greetings. From Ponferrada, the friend Torto. From Mataron, from Torrevieja, from Tarrasa, the friend Lola, also from Tarrasa. From Gijón, the friend Colectron. From the Escort, from Mataron, the friend Litus. From Torrembarra. From Barcelona, Guinardó. From Sevilla, from Huelva. From Sant Boi de Llobregat. From Wilders in Girona. From Salamanca. From Sevilla. From Lugo. From Peñarroya, Pueblo Nuevo. From Córdoba. From Tarrasa. From Mataró. From Prague. From Gijón. From Valencia. From San Vicente, Castellet. Yes. Many people from Tarrasa in the chat. Many people from Tarrasa. Yes, sir. From Arnedo in La Rioja. From Araucas. From Malaga. From Venezuela. From El Salvador. From Puerto Rico. From Argentina. Big and current. From Mexico. Yes, sir. From Gran Uller. Yes, sir. From Santander. Also here, our friend Mele from Franqueses del Valles, hometown of Sergi Barjuan. From La Escora in Barcelona. From Sabadell. From Reus. All of Catalonia is in the chat. Use caution when representing the Catalan countries in the chat to avoid misrepresentation or offense. The great Ida Solis, welcome little sister from Solsona, from Iron Gipuzkoa. Yes, sir. Let's go. Yes, sir. He's from Reykjavik. Also in the chat, be careful, eh? Be careful. Thank you very much, family. What a great game is coming, eh? A tremendous game is coming. Family. It's a real great game for the family. Now, after the greeting round, the round cannot be missed of scores in the chat. Remember that the forecasts of the Barça or Osasuna match are uploaded to our website. If you like forecasts, go to our website, barcahoy.com. Now, visit it and see what's there. Riyadri, we have prepared upcoming forecasts you'll love. Let's see if we're right. You also tell me yours. We read you in the chat. Come on. Markers. The part of the match, Barça or Osasuna? Look over here, we have. Let's see. Markers 2-0 for Barça. 3-0, 4-1, 4-1, 3-1, 2-1, 4-0, 3-0. 1-0 by the minimum. 3-1, 3-2. The friend Lola, by kick, says 3-0 is worth 4-1 for Barça. Nijiman 3-0. Eda Solis 3-0. Our friend Juan 5-1. Candela 1-0. Jordi Jimenez bets on 5-0 with a double from Minchamal. Show scores a 3-2 for Barça. Luar a 3-1. Our friend Cesar 2-1. Craxi 3-1. Mixel 4-1. Oscar Gago 3-0. Universo Cule 5-2. For Barça friend Mati 6-2. Skander 5-0. And for home, Jaime 4-0. Litos 3-0. Very good scores, family, very good scores. In the chat, people, watch out. People are heated. People are really looking forward to goals. Yes, sir. I say one thing, not to be pessimistic, but we come from an international break. I want to search. Let's see here in Tempo Real. Let's see. In the calendar, let's see. I'm going to search for Spain. When was it? Before this break, in either September or October, when was the Spain event? Matches look in November, okay. In November, I'm going to look. In the month of November, I'm going to duplicate window to look for a little thing. Let's see. Barcelona Football Club. What did we do after the break? What did we do after the international break? The Barça, attention, ladies and gentlemen, the Barça. In the last international break, we said Spain played on the 18th, okay? Well, I'm going to go back to that date to see what Barca did in the last break. There it is. Let's see November. I'm going to go to November. November 18 was with Spain. Well. What we did, we put 5 in Seville. On the 20th, we put 5 in. No, I made a mistake. This is October. Quack. I made a mistake. It was November. What did we do? What did we do in November? Wait, I've gone too far back, and so far back that I've gone. Let's see. 2024. Pam. I'm getting there. Now, yes, huh? November 1st match. Pam. The debacle began. Yes. It was a disaster. Now I do remember. It was Barca's disaster. It was the 2-2 disaster with Celta. It was the 3-0 against Brest and the 1-2 with Las Palmas. It was that month in which we had a so-so time. Yes. I remember now. I remember the dark month of November and December. Not in the Champions, but in the league, it cost us lifetime defeats. I mean, we had a very hard time. Yes. So let's see how this break goes. Let's see how this international break goes. Let's hope that Spain, which has won in the penalties and is happy, let's see. At least that the Spaniards are well-tuned and that we win. We need the best version of Lamine, of Ferran, of Pedri and company. Of everyone. So we can't repeat that month. We have to lift our heads because it's the key moment of the season. You guys already know that the calendar is pressing, and the calendar... Look what the Barca's website has. The marathon of matches begins. It's like that. The marathon of matches begins. What an incredible marathon of matches, everyone. Look. Here we see it much better. Barça Osasuna. This Sunday at 4:15 Spanish time, Barça Girona, Wednesday, April 2nd. 9:30 Copa del Rey, semifinals for a place in the grand final in Seville, Atlético de Madrid, Barça. That's on Wednesday, Saturday, 5 at Montjuic. Barça Betis. The following week, again on Wednesday. Wednesday 9, Barça Borussia Dortmund. That's Wednesday, Saturday. April 12th, Leganés Barça. And the following Tuesday, April 15th. We're going to Dortmund to play the second leg of the quarterfinals of the Union of European Football Associations Champions League, Dortmund-Barcelona. And pay attention. On the weekend of April 20th, Barça also plays at home against Celta. On Wednesday the 23rd or Tuesday the 22nd, I think it will be more likely on Tuesday the 22nd. Depending on whether Barça reaches the Copa del Rey final or not, we would play at home against Mallorca. And on Saturday the 26th, touch wood, I press myself and now to heaven, hopefully, Barça is in Seville to play the final against Real Madrid. Presumably, or if there's a surprise against Real Sociedad. Tremendous April that is coming our way. An absolute madness. Starting next week, it's non-stop. I don't know what's going to happen on this channel. You're going to have a record number of viewers, record number of visits, because this is madness. What calendar, family? And what if we beat Atletico Madrid? Watch out, as the potentially missing match could be the Copa del Rey Grand Final, the battle for the season's second title. Remember that Barça already won the Supercopa de España in January, and Barça wants, of course, the Copa del Rey. What absolute madness, ladies and gentlemen. This is impressive. It's just madness. It's madness.